Sometimes in life, things don't go the way we want. We pray, we hope, we wait, yet nothing changes. And in those moments, it's easy to feel abandoned, as if our voice is unheard and our struggles don't matter. But what if every difficulty we face is actually part of a bigger plan? What if the disaster we fear is secretly guiding us toward something better? Once, a huge ship was struck by a violent storm at sea. Waves rose like mountains, lightning tore through the sky, and within moments the ship sank. Every passenger drowned along with it, except for one man. By the mercy of the Almighty, he survived, and washed up unconscious on a deserted island. When he opened his eyes, he found himself alone. No human, no help, nothing but endless silence. He looked up at the sky and prayed, "My Lord, please help me. Send someone for me." He waited the whole day, but no help came. A few more days went by. Still nothing. Slowly his patience faded. He began feeling hopeless and abandoned. He stopped praying altogether because he no longer believed anyone was listening. Trying to survive, he gathered sticks and branches and built a small shelter. He plucked coconuts, caught fish, and did whatever he could to keep himself alive. Almost 20 days passed. He lost all hope of rescue. Finally, with great struggle, he built a small hut to protect himself. One day, while returning from collecting coconuts, he froze in shock. His hut was burning. Flames rose high into the sky, and everything he worked for was turning to ashes. Overwhelmed, he fell to his knees and cried, "Oh God, I asked you for help, but you didn't help me. And now you destroyed the only shelter I had. Why, God? Why are you so cruel to me?" He spent the entire night blaming God, and eventually cried himself to sleep. The next morning he woke up to a loud sound. He opened his eyes and saw a large ship, anchored near the shore. Shocked and overjoyed, he rushed toward it and climbed aboard. Once on the ship, he asked the captain, "How did you know I was stranded on this island?" The captain smiled and said, "We saw a signal fire rising from far away. That fire told us someone needed help, so we came to rescue you." The man fell silent. He suddenly remembered his burnt hut. The same fire he cried over was the fire that saved his life. In that moment he understood what he thought was a tragedy was actually part of God's plan, a plan far greater than his own. He bowed his head, thanked the Almighty, and asked for forgiveness for doubting his wisdom. In our own lives, when difficulties strike, our faith begins to weaken. We lose patience and start complaining. But we forget that the Almighty sees what we cannot. He knows what to give, when to give, and how to give. So whenever things don't go your way, whenever a door closes, whenever your plans collapse, remember this: He always has a plan for you. A better one. A perfect one. Never lose hope. Trust His timing. If you like this story, share it with others. And leave a like to share your thoughts.